investigate the side coming down. We're going to start with safarov belongs to jail.
Guys, get everyone off the streets. Get everyone off the streets.
Monitors on sidewalk.
Safarov belongs to jail.
Safarov belongs to jail. Guys, you too. Safarov belongs in jail.
Guys,
Safarov belongs in jail. 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 He's saying Armenia demands justice! Armenia demands justice! Armenia demands justice! The world 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 demands justice! Armenia opposes! Armenia demands justice! The world demands justice!
A lot of stuff. Everyone's demands justice.
Armenia demands justice! The world demands justice! Armenia demands justice! The world demands justice!
Armenia demands justice. The world demands justice.
Armenia demands justice! The world demands justice!
Armenia demands justice. The world demands justice.
Armenia demands justice! The world demands justice!
Armenia demands justice. The world demands justice.
Armenia demands justice! The world demands justice! Armenia demands justice!
The world demands justice.
Here! Safarov's pardon was a bargain!
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 Safarov's pardon was a bargain.
Safarov's pardon was a bargain!
Safarov's pardon was a bargain!
Safarov's pardon was a bargain!
Safarov's pardon was a bargain.
Safarov's
Pardon was a bargain. Safarov's pardon was a bargain. Safarov's pardon was a bargain. Safarov's pardon was a bargain. Safarov's pardon was a bargain. Safarov's pardon was a bargain. Safarov's pardon was a bargain. Safarov's pardon was a bargain. Safarov's pardon was a bargain. Safarov's pardon was a bargain.
from the two that are speaking. You and everyone else in the circle need to head out. Let's two more people. Huh?
Stay where you are. I didn't know.
Media, you take all like I said, you must get out.
Safarov, announce that they can't move. Everyone has to stay where they are. Announce to them they have to stay where they are.
If you want to tape, the speeches are going to be here.
Unless they're pressed. Thank you all for coming today. First, we would like to recognize and welcome California State Assemblyman Anthony Portantino and Los Angeles City Councilman Audrey Guardian. We will begin with Arutun Harutunyan, President of the Unified Young Armenians, to deliver a message in English.
Սիրելի հայրագիստներ, այն պայքարը, որ սկսվել է 1978 թվականին, շարունակվում է։ Պայքար, պայքար, մինչև վերջ! 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 As a disgraceful betrayal of humanitarian values and as a shameful violation of human rights, today we are gathered here to strongly condemn the Hungarian authorities, the corrupt decision by them to extradite Azeri axe murderer Ramil Safarov. We're also here to expose Azerbaijan and its leaders for establishing and maintaining one of the last fascist states in the world, and one of the last nations which resorts to policy of state-sponsored terrorism as a diplomatic tool. Baykar, Baykar, Minchev, Verj! 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 The immoral extradition of Ramil Safarov by Hungary, which was followed by the illegal pardon and glorification by the authoritarian Azeri regime, has unequivocally transformed the Nagorno-Karabakh issue from a mere discussion topic among a select few politicians to a cause for every single Armenian around the world to take up. A cause which no longer can be ignored, no longer can be delayed, and a cause which is long overdue. This is not a historical issue. It is a modern-day human rights issue. In light of the wicked, shameful, and corrupt acts of the Hungarian government, we also join the worldwide Armenian diaspora in proclaiming our support for the Armenian government's decision to cut diplomatic ties with the Hungarian government. This irresponsible move by Budapest to extradite Ramil Safarov, a self-confessed Azeri axe murderer, a cold-blooded, vicious criminal, merely a month after finalizing a $3.5 billion Hungarian government bond purchase by Azerbaijan, simply could not have been a coincidence. The government of Hungary extradited Ramil Safarov back to Azerbaijan, knowing very well that Safarov was to be pardoned and glorified by the Baku regime upon his arrival. This is a clear and convincing proof that Hungary not only sold its honor and reputation, but also turned its back on European diplomatic norms and moral values. For those individuals institutions and governments that have thus far turned a blind eye on Azerbaijan's policy of hatred and aggression, these latest incidents should serve as a powerful wake-up call. To take such matters lightly and to remain on the political sidelines is as evil of a commission as the commission of those very immoral acts and hate crimes. Being concerned and worried is not enough. The international community cannot once again suffer from a syndrome of even-handedness in dealing with this issue. Hungary sold its reputation, honor, and its soul to Azerbaijan by extraditing Ramil Safarov, the self-confessed axe murderer who showed no remorse at all during his trial. This was an immoral act and must be dealt with accordingly. Azerbaijan, on the other hand, pardoned, promoted, and created this cold-blood killer. This move was against all humane logic and decency. Azerbaijan is the aggressor, a powerful catalyst for resumption of war and further bloodshed. Therefore, the international community must move forward from being concerned and must act. Baykar, miche ver!
Baykar, miche ver! Baykar, miche ver! Baykar, miche ver! Baykar, miche ver! Baykar, miche ver!
With the latest act, the president of Azerbaijan spat in the face of Western justice, peace, and civil norms, revealing his character to the international community as an untrustworthy and severely racist individual who holds up unjust axe murderers as a role model to the children of his nation. Aliyev also proved to the world that the Azeri government must never be allowed to rule over any area of land inhabited by even one Armenian, let alone a majority like Karabakh. This disrespectful gesture comes on the heels of the President Aliyev's recent racist rhetoric in which he asserted the Armenians of the world are our enemies, escalating the hostility and the continuing the violence of the ceasefire agreement between the two neighbor nations. President Aliyev, by his actions, puts lives at risk and futures to doom, training his people to act as beasts upon his human brother, rejecting any possibility for a peaceful life for his people. National endorsement of state sponsoring of axe murderers must not be tolerated in civil society. These are the stands of the monsters we have seen time and time again, and have not acted until it was too late. The Hitlers and Stalins who brainwashed their population into ruthlessly murdering their neighbors and friends. By celebrating this cowardly crime of hacking to death a defenseless sleeping man, Aliyev not only conditions his future murderers and victims of untimely death, but it builds an atmosphere of endless vengefulness. Pardoning a murderer and recognizing him as a national hero is in line with the Azeri foreign policy of hatred, intimidation, and anti-Armenianism. As a result, the international community has to give clear and concrete guarantees for the safety of Armenian population and the security of dual Armenian homelands of Republic of Armenia and the Nagorno-Karabakh Republic. This can be only achieved through recognition of Nagorno-Karabakh by the international community. Specifically, the government of Hungary must take the lead in recognizing Karabakh, which shall be followed by NATO, European Union members, and other world powers. This protest is just the beginning. This protest is only the initial phase of our campaign. Our quest for justice will go on. Baykar, miche ver!
Baykar, miche ver! Baykar, miche ver! Baykar, miche ver! Baykar, miche ver! Baykar, miche ver! Baykar, miche ver!
Now we welcome David Arakelian, Chairman of the Armenian Youth Federation, to deliver a message in Armenian.
Հայրենակիցներ, մենք հավաքվել ենք այստեղ, որպեսզի մեր բողոքի ձայնը հայտնենք Հունգարիայի կառավարությանը, որ անարգելով միջազգային օրենքներն ու բարոյական սկզբունքները ծախվեց նավթադոլարներով ողողված ադրբեջանական բռնատիրությանը եւ հայ սպային դաժանորեն կացանահարած ստահակին հանձնեց Ադրբեջանին։ Հայ ժողովուրդը մեկ անգամ եւս համոզվեց, որ քաղաքակիրթ արևմուտքը եւ ժողովրդավարական գաղափարներ դավանող միջազգային կառույցները իրենց սկզբունքները պատրաստ են պետք եղած պահին փոխանակել քարյուղով, աչք փակելով յուրաքանչյուր ոչրագործության վրա։ Շնորհակալություն հայտնելով մեր կողքին կանգնած բոլոր արդարամիտ հունգարացիներին, մենք ասում ենք ամոթ Բուդապեշտում նստած անբարոյական քաղաքական գործիչներին։ Այս օրերին, երբ հայ ժողովուրդը տոնում է Արցախի անկախության տարելիցը, մեր թշնամիները մեկ անգամ եւս փորձում են ոտնահարել մեր ազգային ինքնասիրությունը եւ մի նոր հարված հասցնել հայությանը։ Նրանք շարունակում են վարել նույն հայատյաց քաղաքականությունը, որ արդեն 10 դար շարունակական իրականացնում են Հայաստանի եւ հայ ժողովրդի դեմ։ Մեկ անգամ եւս ապացուցելով, որ իրենք ոչ սղջացել են իրենց կատարած ոչրագործությունների համար եւ ոչ էլ մտադիր են փոխել իրենց պահվածքը։ Ընդհակառակը, նրանք ավելի են խանդավառվել, անպատիժ մնալուց եւ ամեն օր նոր սպառնալիքներ են հնչեցնում Արցախի եւ Հայաստանի նկատմամբ։ Դա մեզ մեկ անգամ եւս ապացուցում է, որ թուրքը չի փոխվել եւ նա հասկանում է միայն մեկ լեզու, դա ուժի լեզուն է եւ մենք դրա հետ պետք է խոսենք միայն ուժի լեզվով։ Մեզ համար պարզ է, որ մենք չենք կարող բարեդրանցիական հարաբերություններ ունենալ մի երկրի հետ, որտեղ ազգային հերոս է դասվում Ռամիլ Սաֆարովի նման բախկոտ եւ դաժան մարդասպաններ։ Մեզ համար պարզ է նաեւ, որ հայությունը պետք է զգոն լինի, որպեսզի կասեցնի ադրբեջանական ոտնձգությունները Հայաստանի եւ Արցախի նկատմամբ։ Մենք մեկ անգամ եւս կրկնում ենք, որ Արցախը երբեք չի եղել եւ երբեք չի լինելու Ադրբեջանի կազմում։ Ինչպես 20 տարի առաջ, այնպես էլ այսօր հայությունը կանգնած է Արցախի կողքին եւ պահանջում է, որ միջազգային հանրությունը անհապաղորեն ճանաչի Արցախի անկախությունը։ Մենք ասում ենք ոչ Ադրբեջանի հակահայկական քաղաքականությանը եւ պահանջում ենք, որ Հայաստանը մերժի այդպես կոչված մադրիդյան սկզբունքները եւ հրաժարվի որևէ զիջումներից ազատագրված տարածքների հարցում։ Մենք ասում ենք ոչ միջազգային հանրության անտարբերության ու պահանջում ենք, որ նրանք գործնական քայլերի դիմեն մարդասպանի արդար պատիժը իրականացնելու համար։ Մենք ասում ենք ոչ Հունգարիայի կառավարության անբողնաշար եւ անբարոյական քաղաքականությանը եւ պահանջում ենք, որ նրանք չեղյալ հայտարարեն այս գործարքը եւ ներողություն խնդրեն հայ ժողովրդից։ Վերջապես մենք ասում ենք ոչ Բաքվում նստած Սաֆարովի եւ Ալիևի նման բոլոր մարդասպաններին եւ զգուշացնում ենք իրենց, որ եթե նրանք շարունակեն այսօրվա քաղաքականությունը, մենք նրանց մեկ անգամ եւս ծնկի կբերենք, ինչպես դա արեցինք 1994 թվականին։ Հայրենակիցներ, երիտասարդությունը գիտակցում է, որ մեր պայքարը դեռ չի ավարտվել եւ մեր թշնամիները սպասում են հարմար պահին, որպեսզի ավարտեն այն գործը, որ սկսել էին 1915 թվականին։ Մեզ չեն կարող ընկճել ոչ միջազգային հանրության անտարբերությունը եւ ոչ էլ Ադրբեջանի ռազմատենչությունը։ Մենք պայքարելու ենք այնքան երկար, ինչքան որ հարկավոր լինի Գուրգեն Մարգարյանի եւ մեր հազարավոր անմեղ զոհերի արդար դատի համար։ Մենք պայքարելու ենք մինչև այն օրը, երբ Արցախը ստանա միջազգային ճանաչում եւ միանա անկախ պետությունների ընտանիքին։ Եվ մենք պայքարելու ենք այնքան երկար, ինչքան որ հարկավոր լինի, որպեսզի իրականացնենք մեր ժողովրդի դարավոր երազանքը եւ կերտենք իրապես ազատ, անկախ եւ միացյալ Հայաստան։
Finally, we welcome Los Angeles City Councilman Paul Gregorian to say a few words.
Thank you, and good afternoon, everyone. I am so very proud to be able to be with all of you today, standing with the young people of our community as we fight once again for justice, as we fight once again against violence and bigotry and hatred. Once again, we're coming together to achieve those missions, and I'm very, very proud of the young people of this community for bringing us together for that very, very righteous cause today. You know, I have the incredible honor of being the first Armenian American ever elected to office in the city of Los Angeles' 230-year history. And that is an honor and a privilege that I hold very sacred. And in that job, as your member of the City Council, I have opportunity to work with the Los Angeles Police Department on a daily basis. And it's a great privilege for me to work with the men and women of our police department in trying to fight crime, trying to fight against violence, trying to address hate crimes throughout our great city. And you know, too often in the time that I've been in the council, I've had to ask the council to offer a reward to bring a murderer to justice, to offer a reward to the public to help us bring a murderer into justice, because that's what we do in civilized countries. But unfortunately, Azerbaijan has that a little bit mixed up, because what they've done is bribed another government to release a murderer. And then they've offered a reward not for information to bring that murderer to justice. They've offered their reward to the murderer. As long as his victim is Armenian, it's okay with the government of Azerbaijan. Shame on that government for being the rogue nation that it is. Shame on that nation for violating everything that every civilized nation of the world holds sacred in its conduct of the last few days. We were all shocked and disgusted by the savage murder when it happened, when Gurgen was murdered. We were shocked by that. But in my view, it's even more shocking that the government of Azerbaijan has celebrated that crime as though it's an act of heroism. If anybody could ever have claimed that this was the action of an extremist, this was an action of someone who was mentally unstable, if this was an action of one criminal, those doubts were erased by the actions of the president of Azerbaijan over the last few days. Because by his actions, by his freeing this convicted murderer, by his promoting this convicted murderer, by their celebrating this convicted murderer as if he was a hero, the government of Azerbaijan has assumed his crime as their own. So this is no longer a murder committed by one Azeri citizen against one Armenian citizen. This is a crime by the government of Azerbaijan against Armenians everywhere in the world. And brothers and sisters, if there was ever proof of the reason that we must have a free and independent and sovereign Republic of Artsakh, this is it. Because the Azeris have proven without doubt their commitment to erasing the presence of Armenians anywhere they can find it. The Azeri government, by their actions, has proven their commitment not to peace, not to tolerance, but to violence and to hatred, and yes, to eliminating our presence from the earth. So, if we as a world community, the United States and countries throughout the world, don't stand up and reject this action by standing up for Artsakh, then shame on us. Because what we should be doing is using this as the opportunity to say once and for all, the people of Artsakh, just like Armenians throughout the world, are entitled to a little bit of peace, to a little bit of protection from those who would kill us, those who would continue the genocide that they started and are continuing those genocidal acts even to this day. If we don't have an independent Republic of Artsakh, that dream will never be achieved. So I call upon our own government of the United States of America, do it now. Recognize the independence of the Republic of Nagorno-Karabakh today. Do it now. That's a good first step. But in the meantime, we also have to continue to stand up against this rogue nation, demand justice from Azerbaijan, and demand that every civilized country in the world reject these uncivilized actions by this country. And in a few moments, some of the organizers of this event and I are going to be walking into this building, and we're going to be delivering a letter to the Consul General of the Republic of Azerbaijan and to the Consul General of Hungary demanding justice over this action. So for that, I'm ready to go when you guys are ready to go, and I want to thank all of you for coming out here and making your presence felt. Thank you very much.
We want justice! 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 Justice! We want 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 justice!
Guys, everyone turn around.
Monitor Joseph, hold the crowd here.
We want justice! 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 What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? Justice! What do we want it? What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? What do we want?
Well, folks, we tried to deliver this letter, but we were turned away at the door because apparently the Consul General of Azerbaijan is so afraid of reading this letter that the security for the building the organizing organizations, I would just take a moment to read it to you, if that's okay. Maybe if they're still upstairs, they'll be able to hear us. It reads as follows. We, the undersigned organizations, are writing to express our outrage regarding the Hungarian government's decision to grant extradition to Ramil Safarov on August 30th, 2012. This decision was not only immoral and irresponsible, it also sets a terrible precedent for future international cooperation and peace negotiation efforts. Further, this decision demonstrates that the Hungarian government is willing to undermine its own judicial institutions in exchange for fleeting friendships with wealthy but morally indefensible governments. During the 2004 NATO Partnership for Peace Summit, the NATO Partnership for Peace Summit in Budapest, Ramil Safarov murdered Gurgen Margaryan while he slept, delivering 16 axe blows to his head and face. In 2006, a Hungarian court tried, convicted, and sentenced Mr. Safarov to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. For a moment, it appeared that the Hungarian government was serious about justice for Gurgen Margaryan. Then last week, your government, this is addressed to the Hungarian government, your government caved into pressure from Azerbaijani President Ilham Aliyev and granted Mr. Safarov's extradition to Azerbaijan, where he was not only pardoned for this heinous crime, but welcomed by President Aliyev as a national hero. President Aliyev's actions are indicative of a blatant disregard for Armenian life and perpetuate his regime's racist policies of Armenophobia. Despite clear indications that Mr. Safarov's extradition would lead to his imminent release, your government's willingness to extradite demonstrates Hungary's complicity in perpetuating the Azerbaijani government's racist policies. Mr. Aliyev's disregard for Armenian life and the de facto decriminalization of violence against Armenians. Furthermore, the fact that Hungary's decision to grant the extradition comes on the heels of a reported multi-billion euro loan from Azerbaijan calls into question your government's motive for granting extradition and what would happen to Mr. Safarov upon arriving in Baku. Safarov's extradition and pardon has allowed the killing of Armenians to be celebrated as a heroic deed worthy of praise and immune to the legal process. The actions of both the Hungarian and Azerbaijani governments are counterproductive to stability and will likely instigate further violence and militarism against Armenians and further strain the already tense relationship between Armenia and Azerbaijan. Your government's actions reflect terribly on the Hungarian state. Such behavior demonstrates a callous disregard for human life and a failure to understand the importance of international peace and security. Further, your government willingly cooperates with a regime that violates principles of international law in order to showcase its racist and violent values. In addition, your government's failure signals to any other state or non-state actor that justice is for sale in modern Hungary. Finally, we demand an apology to the family of Gurgen Margaryan, as well as the peoples of the Republic of Armenia and the Nagorno-Karabakh Republic. And I think we should know, too, that at least today, and hopefully every day, we all